Hi, everyone. How are you? My name is Cataanda James, and I am the brand educator for the Main Choice. Welcome to the Do It Yourself live class. And today I will be talking to you and teaching you how to get your curls popping, how to get them popping, how to keep them popping, how to refresh them and get them popping again. So, thank you for joining. Hopefully, you will learn a lot in this class. I know that curls is an ongoing conversation. I've been living with them all of my life. I was never a little girl that had the glory or the privilege of having a relaxer. My mom made me embrace these curls at a very young age. So if you are not quite yet embracing your curls, you're looking to embrace them, or you are embracing them and you're finding that it's a little more work, a little more time consuming than you expected, a little more fun on that curl journey, then I am here to help you. We have a new line that launched in February, I believe. And it's for our 2022 new launch collection, and it's called H2O. You probably have seen it, of course, in Sally Beauty stores. I actually love the line because I am a person that loves to keep my curls fluffy, light, airy, juicy, hydrated, and moisturized. So this is the perfect product for that. The perfect collection for that is called H2O, and that's what it's all about, hydration. I would like to start with, because at the Main Choice, we have some very unique and significant ingredient stories that we come up with these very cool, exotic ingredients. And this one, the key is one of those as well. It's called sarcosine. And so sarcosine is a product that is like natural sea minerals. I am a girl that loves the beach. I am the girl that loves basking in all things water. Water is just so relaxing to me. And that was one of the collection key points that we wanted to focus on, is bringing like the spa element or that relaxing element to your home, in your own bathroom, or if you're one of the girls that you bend over in the kitchen sink and you get your shampoo or your wash day on there, you're just going to bring that whole element to your home. And the fragrance, that's another thing with the Main Choice. The fragrances are absolutely amazing. They're delicious. They're yummy. They smell so good. And this is one that's a little bit, I think, unique to our portfolio, because it's a little bit different. There is an element that is pretty much unisex or gender neutral. So it's not too perfumey or too florally, or it's not too fruity, but it can smell great on a guy or a girl. So let's get into it. Also, if you guys are having any questions, we are taking questions in the comments. Just pop those in there. I probably won't be able to get a chance to answer all the questions, but we will get to a lot of them. And then if you see, as you listen along, I will probably answer some of those questions as I go through, because I'm going to walk you through the collection and the items that we are on shelf with at Sally Beauty. So starting with H2O Hydration Therapy Collection. Let me get my words straight. I'm so excited, and I just I talk fast too, so if I'm talking a little bit too fast, just pop in the comment. But the first one is, let's see. So I'm a little bit backwards on the camera here. My left is actually my right, as you guys see it, so I might be a little confused for the beginning, so you guys bear with me. But this is a micellar water, and that's a technology that a lot of brands are adopting, and we actually adopted it in a scalp toning solution. The formula here is very gentle. It's more scalp focused, as this entire collection, it kind of focuses on the cleansing of the scalp, the purifying of the scalp, the detoxification of the scalp. This is going to be your starting product before the shampoo. So if you are a girl that spends, I don't know, countless numbers of hours on her wash day, in her wash day, during her wash day, this is going to be your best friend, because what it does is it's more like the makeup remover, but for your scalp. So it's going to help to break down the excessive oils that build up from your products and just the natural sebum that collects over time. It is going to help to remove the residue, not only from the scalp, but from the hair. So what it does is it starts the cleansing product or the cleansing process prior to getting to the shampoo. And this is our deep cleansing shampoo. So if you notice, this has a nozzle on it. You just open it up. You're going to apply it directly to the scalp. You don't really need to focus on the hair because what it is, since it's so loose and fluid and liquidy, it's going to actually naturally disperse through to the ends. So you're going to take the pads of your fingertips after you apply it with a nozzle, and you're just going to go in and you're going to massage your scalp, making sure that you kind of lift up that excess dirt and you're cleansing prior to the shampoo, because we know with the shampoo, it's a bit more creamy. And sometimes if you have very thick, dense hair, or if you have curlier hair textures, it's kind of hard to get, especially in your initial shampoo, it's kind of hard to get right to the scalp. So this is what your best friend, your new best friend, is going to do for you. Once you get that done, you're going to rinse it through thoroughly. And then you're going to take the shampoo and you're going to apply the shampoo. Now, this is the hydration therapy, deep cleansing shampoo. It comes with a pump. A lot of our collections, our previous collections, they didn't come with pumps. So we decided to add a pump here. Obviously, this is a new product for me. So you're going to make sure that it's opened up. You're just going to pump it in. And that way, one, it helps to control the amount of product that you're using, because I know I get in there and I just pour forever. And then I have so much foam and so much. It's good though. I love a good foam, but sometimes I overuse the product because I'm a product junkie and I just don't know when to get enough. So you're going to take that. It's going to help to further cleanse your scalp and your hair. I always recommend going in with your shampoo after it's like thoroughly saturated with water. You're going to go in and you're going to apply it to the scalp. Like if you put it on the palms of your hands, make sure you get a lot on your fingertips. And you start here at the root on your fingertips. You just work your way down the shaft. Now with curls, you don't want to ruffle them up and scrunch them up. And you don't want to pile them all on top of your hair. You just want to go in a nice motion here. It's going to actually help to further the relaxation of your shampoo. It's going to feel really good. The fragrance, you're going to get that aromatherapy. You're going to go in, you're going to make sure that not only the scalp, but now the mid shaft to the ends are being cleansed. The thing with the mid shafts to the ends, if your hair is a little bit longer, you know that it's more sensitized there. So you really don't want to get in and do any of this action or this motion, because what's going to happen? You're going to end up with more tangles. The good thing about the micellar water is it helps to kind of start the detangling process. This product here, the formula of our shampoo, is so yummy. It has so much creaminess. It's more like a silky foam, a silky feel in your hands. So you know that with that touch, you know that it's going to further the detangling process, but it's going to also help to moisturize the hair and hydrate the hair. So once you do that, you're going to go in, you're going to thoroughly rinse. Now, we are going to sort of, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but now that I'm into the wash day process, we have another product that it was not on the shelves at Sally's, but that's going to be your conditioner. So whatever your favorite conditioner is from the Main Choice, it could be Heavenly Halo, it could be, I don't know, Tropical Moringa. You can use that to further condition your hair. Again, this is the sarcosine in the product here is a natural occurring amino acid. So it has all of the nutrients and the ingredients that you need to condition your hair, but you don't want to skip the conditioning process with curly hair because, again, it's all about hydrating. We know these curls that I have that are kind of popping right now, they get dry. And so I pretty much douse my hair in conditioner or either a hair mask. Now, I'm a person, I like to hurry along because I get really, really, really like serious tangles. So I don't like to have to sit with my mask for too long. I like to use a conditioner where I can get in, take my little brush and kind of detangle it as I'm going through. But some people like to bask in their conditioner, and that's fine. So you could get your favorite conditioner, your favorite mask. We have so many, the Main Choice collections, the Heavenly Halo, and the Tropical Moringa. Those are more like hydration and moisturizing as well. So it will go along well with this collection here. After you do the conditioner or your mask or your mask, because I know some of you curly girls, you love to do a conditioner and then you pop a mask in after. So whatever your jam is, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. After that, what do? I always say that, like with a makeup primer prior to your foundation, this is going to be that. This is the leave-in conditioner, the intense nourishing leave-in conditioner. And what you want to do is make sure that all of your conditioner, your hair mask is thoroughly rinsed. You're going to use this here as your primer or as your prep to your styling product. This is very lightweight. It feels like more of a lotiony type. It's not extra creamy. It's not too creamy. So even if you are a girl that you decide you want your curls to go straight this week, you're going to blow your hair out. This will actually work well in a blowout. Now, it doesn't have any heat protection. You will have to add that later, but it will help to sort of, add that moisturization process in a lightweight form so that your hair isn't weighed down once you add the heat to it. If you're a girl like me who stays curly 99.999% of the time, I always use a leave-in conditioner, even before my styling products. And I'm a girl that loves lots of creams. I'm a curly cream. Anything creamy is for me. I still use the leave-in conditioner because what that does, again, is it helps to prep the hair. It's going to help to start the defrizzing process. It's going to help to smooth that cuticle further after rinsing out your conditioner and your hair mask. And it's going to just sort of help that to live through your wash day process. I typically shampoo my hair anywhere between 7 to 10 days. Catch me on a bad, cycle. I'm going to go 7 to 12 days, maybe 14 days. And so with that, I actually need a leave-in because, again, it's going to help to keep that hair and that cuticle smooth and protected. Now, this is great. Again, remember the fragrance. It's more of like a gender neutral. It's more of like a fragrance that everyone loves. It's not just for the girls. It's not just for the guys. This whole collection, and we've gotten so much feedback from the guys, loyalists of the men that we have at the Main Choice. We do have some loyal men customers at the Main Choice, but we also have some newcomers. Some of our loyal women have introduced it to their sons, their husbands, their boyfriends, whatever, uncles, cousins, all those people. And we've gotten such rave reviews. And I think because it's more of a simple line, I think the color actually helps. It's not too feminine. It doesn't, look like it's going to smell too florally. If that's a word, it's probably not. But it's not going to smell too floral. So the guys love it. So men, women, teenagers, grown men, older men, younger, all genders can use this. And you're going to love it. I think that with hydration, we know that hydration starts with water. So in hair, hydration starts with your shampoo process. But in life, we all need water. Like when we're drinking our efficient amount of water, we're the most vibrant. Our skin is glowing. We're feeling good, feeling great. We're not feeling run down. We don't get headaches. We're not feeling, exhausted. Water is everything to our bodies, to our hair, and to our nails. And look, my nails even match the bottle. I didn't plan that at the nail shop, but it just happened that way. Anyway, the next SKU or the next item that I want to talk about is something, it's actually something that I love because I'm a wash and go girl. Wash and go 99.9% of the time, as I said before. I need to refresh my curls sometimes. So refreshing your curls, you don't want to typically put anything that's going to be too heavy, anything that's going to weigh your hair down further, anything that's going to attract any dirt and debris because you want to stretch your wash day. This is going to be another one of your favorites. It is H2O Hydration Therapy Hydration Spray. The good thing about hydration spray, obviously it comes in a spray pump. I won't spray it. Oh, well, maybe I will spray it. Let's see. So it's very lightweight. You see it pretty much, can you see, dissipated in my hand. But when I put it in my hair, at first I was like, oh, I don't think I need that. I'll just use a little water. But when I just use the water alone, sometimes it gets too frizzy. This is the perfect texture, consistency, viscosity. It has the perfect amount of moisturizing and hydrating aids. Now, when you put it, you spray it in your hair, I would spray it a little bit further away because it does have more of a direct spray. So when you spray it, direct meaning if I put it too close, you'll see that spray right on the hair, and then it'll be too hard to disperse. So if you spray it further away, then you'll get more of a wider and it's not so on contact. And what I do is I just go ahead, press it in just like that. I'll even do a little for you here because I see that, again, this is opposite, but I see on this side, there's some action going on right here that I don't necessarily like. It's a little frizz. And I just like to press it in. You don't want to ruffle it up. You don't want to, because you'll cause excess frizz. It's not as wetting as you would think because it is very liquidy or very fluid. It actually has some moisturization, and I can feel it in my hands, and my hands stay super dry. So I need to hydrate those too. So if you get a little too much on your hair, after you scrunch it in, if you still have transfer in your hands, just kind of rub it in. But a little bit of all of these products go a long way, especially the shampoo. Now, if you use the micellar water first, the shampoo, you will need maybe only one shampoo after, 2 shampoos after. If you're a girl that needs 3 to 4 because you have such buildup of products, use the micellar water. You're going to fall in love with it. And you'll probably only need 1 to 2 shampoos after the micellar water. Next thing, at the Main Choice, we always have a good oil for you. So we have the H2O Hydration Therapy Soothing Scalp Oil. One of the things that I love about this oil, not to mention that it helps to soothe the scalp. When you put it on your scalp, it's super lightweight. So you see that I got quite a bit here. But when I put it in my hands, it kind of just melts in. Like it's not too greasy. It's not going to weigh your hair down. I like to put it on my hair. Just to tell you, you guys, I just freshly shampooed my hair like 3 days ago. So when I do that, I leave the curls clumped together and I look like Curly Sue for like 2 or 3 days. People at my job, they know I'll wear a head wrap. I will keep the camera off on a Zoom because I need to get my curls popping. Again, it's a journey. It's a process. It's not something that happens overnight. Like sometimes, get your best wash day look on day 1. Actually, mine comes day 4, day 5, because I embrace a little bit of frizz. It's going to grow. It's going to get bigger. The frizz is going to start to come out a little bit, but then that's when it feels like it's lived in. That's when it looks more natural. I like my hair to look effortless. I don't like to feel like I've tried, to make it look a certain way, because that's what curls are for. Curls are unique. There are no 2 curls the same. And so that means you're never going to get the same wash and go. So I don't want to have to look like I've struggled or I've, stood in the bathroom for hours trying to get these curls to pop. It does what it does. I do a little shake here, and that's what it is. Now I keep a handy dandy pick. I probably picked my hair like 17 times since I released the curls. But again, it never looks the same from minute to minute. I'll look at my hair again, and you guys are looking, and now it's probably going to start to fall, and I'm going to fluff again. But that's what we do with curly hair. Anyway, this soothing scalp oil is good for men again as well. Women, I feel like men, when you have a bald head, I know this is about curls, but it just dawned on me. When you have a bald head, men, depending on how they shave their heads, they use the razor. Sometimes they get that dry scalp and they want to put a little oil on it, or they go for a little pomade. This is the perfect oil because, again, super lightweight, but it is going to help to soothe that. It's going to pretty much act as, a scalp detox. And when you have a bald head, you want your scalp to look healthy. You want your scalp to look clean. you want it to look a little shiny, but not overly shiny. You want it to have like a natural sheen. I like the word sheen on a bald head and not really shiny. So this is even perfect for guys that may not have any curls or they don't have any hair at all. It's perfect. Again, the fragrance. I just put it in my hands. Smells so good. Like I rub it on my wrist here, might end up being like a little perfumey. No one knows. That's just how great the fragrance, and it doesn't smell. It smells like expensive. It smells the luxury, like you're in a spa. You know how you walk into the spa and you're always like, oh my God, I wonder what that is. It smells so good. That's what H2O is going to give you. So let me see if there are any questions. If you guys do have questions, remember to pop them in. If you're just joining, you're a little bit late. We are talking about H2O, and I am the brand educator, Cataanda James from the Main Choice, and this is our hydration therapy collection. It's all about hydration. It's all about having a clean scalp, because we know that a clean scalp promotes healthy hair. A clean scalp promotes confidence. Like I have on a dark shirt today. If I didn't have a clean, healthy scalp, I had flakes everywhere. You guys would see those flakes and I wouldn't feel much, confident at all. So that's what it does. It also gives you confidence. I see that there's a question there. I'm not sure if I am to call those out. I think someone that's helping me out on the back end, our team here, is going to pop them in. But since it is on the screen, I will read it. So Mitch Harris says, can I use the micellar on my braids? Absolutely, you can. For everyone, which I think most people get braids at least once a summer. Nowadays, we're wearing our braids all through the year because they're so convenient. They're so versatile. There's so many things we could do. It is a perfect protective style. Like, it's very low maintenance. The only thing you have to do is maintain your scalp. So that's what we're going to do. The micellar water for your braids. Say, for instance, you've had your braids, I don't know, it's week like number 3, and the scalp doesn't look as fresh as you want it to. You know how when you first get your braids and those parts are super fresh, you could see the sheen on your scalp. You're like, ooh, that girl has clean hair, clean scalp. Her hair smells good. 3 weeks later, you've had those braids. You haven't touched it with any water. You're like, ooh, I need to do something. That's what you're going to do, Michelle, for the micellar water. You're going to open the nozzle. Your parts are there. I'll just use my part here. You're going to, well, it's kind of hard because it's a little bit backwards, but you get the point. You're going to take the nozzle and you're going to apply the product to the scalp. Remember, a little goes a long way. This is very fluid, so you don't need to squeeze the bottle very, like you don't have to squeeze the bottle too hard. You don't want to apply too much pressure, just a little bit. Let it trickle on the scalp. And then what you can do is you can take like a cotton pad, or you could take even your fingertips, a Q-tip, whatever is convenient for you. And you just want to go along that part. Then you're going to do it all over your hair, all through the parts. It's going to help to remove that excess buildup, the debris. If you have some little flakes, it's going to help to do that, because remember, it's a scalp detoxifier in the sarcosine. That's what one of the solutions and one of the benefits are. So you're going to use it that way. The benefit of that is you're not totally immersing your hair in water. So you're not going to have to walk around with 30-pound braids because all your braids are wet and you're trying to hurry up for them to dry. It's only the scalp, focused on the scalp, and it's not even going to take that long to dry because it's very liquidy, and you're not going to use that much, and you don't need to use that much to get the full effect of the product. So awesome question, Mitch Harris. Thank you for popping that in there. Not only braids, but faux locks, you could do, if you're rocking your Bantu knots and you keep them knotted up, you're going to use the micellar water as well to cleanse the scalp. If you have a sew-in and you want to get down to the root of your hair and you're like, whew, I want to keep the sew-in a little bit longer because I paid so much money for it. It's hot outside. I don't want to have, deal with my natural hair underneath. Protective style and the sew-in. Micellar water, again, is going to be your best friend. Remember, it's the makeup remover to your hair. And our good friend Ursula Stephen coined that little tagline for the micellar water, and we love it. Lindsay Knight. So we have another question. Lindsay Knight, my hair is curly, but a looser curl with some waves that can get weighed down. Would these work for me? Absolutely, Lindsay. These products, and I will start with the leave-in, if you like a leave-in, and even the scalp oil, super lightweight. They're not going to weigh your hair down. Even the hydration spray, super lightweight, not going to weigh your hair down. The thing that I will recommend with a looser curl pattern, don't focus the product directly at the scalp or at the root, because what happens when you have a looser curl pattern, even my hair here at the root, but I do it for a reason, because my roots grow over time. So I start out with them very sleek and then they tend to get bigger. But if you have a looser curl pattern, it's going to lay flatter to the scalp at the root. What you want to do is only focus like mid shaft to ends. So you don't want to go above that, because the natural oils and the natural sebum is going to disperse probably, midway, sometimes a little bit further when you have looser curls. It probably only goes to right here. But with a looser curl, it'll go midway down. So you only need to focus on the mids to the ends when you're using these like finishing products or these treatments. And it's going to help to avoid that. No one wants to have weighted down hair or weighted down curls. We like to have them nice and bouncy and fluffy and airy. But we still want them to look defined. We still want them to pop. So awesome question. When you have waves, looser curls, you do have to think about your application a little bit differently. You want to start further down from the root through to the ends, because again, at the ends is the hair that's more sensitized. So it needs a little more love. It needs a little more focus. It needs a little more, treatment, TLC, and all that good stuff. So thank you, Lindsay, for that question. We have another one here, is Liz. What's the difference between moisture and hydration? Wow, this is a good one, because this is funny to me, guys. This was an ongoing conversation for us, the Main Choice, on social media last summer. Also, this is like the lead-in conversation, or the segue conversation, the very first one that I had with our CEO. He's like, Cataanda, what's the difference between moisture and hydration? And I need it to be simple, and I need it to be quick. So this is the thing. Hydration is water. Hydration is your products that the first ingredient is going to be water. So the first ingredient is water. It's going to hydrate. Hydration and moisture, I called it their best hair friends. So hydration and moisture go together. So you see hydration, you need to see moisture right along with it. You can't have moisture without hydration. What moisture is the ability to absorb water. So you take the water and this has some moisturizing aids to it. They're going to go hand in hand. So if you think about, you're out, I don't know, in the most humid place ever. There's humidity in the air. We don't necessarily call it humidity in the air. We're like, oh my gosh, there's moisture in the air. And that's what it is. It's that water that's in the air, but it's attracting and it's causing the moisture the same as it does to your hair. So it causes the moisture to attract to the hair and it stays. So you can moisturize your hair. People think with a moisturizer and they've co-washed their hair 17 times straight. They haven't really cleansed the cuticle in order to open that cuticle up so that the water can go inside and then the moisture can go inside. When you're putting things on that are too heavy, it kind of seals the cuticle, which blocks out the hydration and it blocks out the moisture. So I like to co-wash too. That's when I'm being lazy. I co-wash my hair. It's really quick, it's easy, it's effective. But you want to make sure that you're properly cleansing the hair shaft, because if it's coated, like layers and layers and layers of products, your curl cream, your gel, whatever, your hydration spray, and then you're just co-washing over, you're never going to get that hydration to the hair. Now, water will hydrate it to a certain extent, but if there's buildup, it's not going inside the cuticle. You get to the point where it's blocking out the moisture, like it can't attract. So it's just pretty much you're drying out your hair. It's like it has an adverse reaction. So it's pretty much drying out your hair. It's a really, like, you have to really hone in on that. You have to really remember, because I have clients that they're dousing their hair with oils. And I'm like, really? Yeah, no. You have to hydrate, shampoo. You have to add the moisture so that the moisture can stay in. It sort of locks in. And then you seal it with the oil. You can't just co-wash and then add oil to your hair because you're missing a whole component there. So it's a learning process. Some people, there are different methods of how they style their hair. So I'm not sure if you're familiar. There's a lock method. So that's the LOC method. There is a LCO method, and it actually has to do with like the porosity of your hair. So you have to know the porosity levels of your hair, or like if your porosity is high, low, or medium, which will determine how you apply your product. But that has a lot to do with hydrating and the moisturization, because the way you layer your products, if you are not familiar with that, we actually have on our social page on IG, you probably have to scroll forever, but there is like a post that we did on that, a graphic. You can check, you could Google it, and you can find Google. I'm sure sallybeauty.com has a lot of information on porosity levels and hydration and moisture and what that means. So if you miss this live, or if you need more education, you can always check those places. sallybeauty.com, the Main Choice on Instagram, the Main Choice on the Facebook page as well. But I think we're more heavy on Instagram. So you definitely will find it, because I actually had worked with the graphics team to make the post. So we made it really, really educational. We got a lot of good feedback. We actually show you the structure of the hair and what it looks like when your hair is high porosity, medium porosity, and low porosity. Your hair strand looks differently. So go ahead and check that out. If you have any additional questions, let me know. There's one here that I see, and it's Liz again. I love it. She's very inquisitive here. She wants to learn about all the curls, and I love, she says, should you put on conditioner first or a hair mask? So that's the thing. I kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. So here is the deal. As a licensed hair professional, you don't necessarily need to do both. Some people like to do both just because I don't know, it makes them feel like they're giving their hair more love, in which you are. You're spending more time. You're actually giving your hair more nourishment. But the thing is that once you rinse out, so say for instance, you did your wash day, you did your micellar water, your shampoo, you went in with your conditioner, you let it sit 3 to 5 minutes or however long it takes you to, I don't know, do what you do in the shower. I don't really time mine. I put my conditioner in, I detangle it, I put 2 little buns right here, I go ahead with my shower, and then I rinse it out like just before I get out, because I want my hair drenching wet when I'm going to add the leave-in and then the styling products. But some people like to do both. I just say that if you do conditioner, once you rinse it, and you rinse it, you always want to rinse in cooler temperatures, not necessarily hot, because with the cooler water, the coldest water that you can actually stand without going into shock, you want to use that because it's going to help to seal the cuticle. Once it's sealed, it's closed, then whatever I put on top of it, it's not really absorbing, if that makes sense. It could absorb to a certain extent, but I think it's just like it's a double process that actually you're doing the same. So conditioner does the same as a hair mask. A hair mask, just sometimes it has a different viscosity. It is intended to stay on longer periods of time for people that have more damaged hair or more sensitized hair, or hair that is highlighted or bleached, and you need to have a little bit more like more of a thicker, creamier slip to the hair. That's when you would want to use it. I personally, if you want to cut down your wash day, you don't have to use both. If you want to give your hair all the love and spend your whole Sunday, and you have the Main Choice wash day playlist, and you have your candles lit because this is a spa day experience, go ahead and use both conditioner and mask. But if you're in a hurry, you need to get this wash day done, you just need to have clean hair for your next meeting or your next outing or your date or wherever you're going, use one or the other. You could also alternate. So this week I might use the conditioner. The next time I shampoo, I might use a mask. It just depends on what your hair needs especially your curls, because each curl is different. My curl routine is not going to be someone else's curl routine. I don't care if we are super, super close and we're best friends and we, it's not going to be the same because no two curls are the same. Your hair needs a different sort of love than mine does, and I love on mine differently, and that's how it is, and it's okay. So what it's about is learning your curls, learning how to love on your curls, learning more so what your curls love, because you can love something just because you love it, you heard great things about it, but your curls don't necessarily love it, and you'll know by the end result. You'll know how your hair will feel, you know how your hair looks. There's a word that I use that's not really a word, but the cosmeticity of the end result. So cosmeticity meaning the look of it, the feel of it, not necessarily the style, but we all want to feel like we have healthy hair. You can sort of feel when your hair is healthy. You want to look like you have healthy hair. You can sort of see that. You can see the shine. You can see the sheen. You can see that it's not too frizzy. You can see the curls are perfectly clumped. You can see that the ends where you've gotten your regular haircuts or trims, which we all need, you can see that, oh, yeah, she doesn't have any split ends. So that's the whole idea, making sure that you find what your curls love. Tina, the Taurus, says, how do I give my curls definition and hold without making them look and feel crunchy? Crunchy, that's not my favorite curl type. It's not a curl type, but I do not like crunchy hair. Now, the thing is, Tina, again, finding what your hair loves. The whole point of the H2O hydration collection is you want to keep your curls popping. That starts with water being hydration meaning H2O hydration therapy. You want to start there. Now, the styling process will determine how the hair holds, how the hair feels, because you could do all this lovely stuff with H2O, and then you pick a gel that's very drying on your hair. It's going to give you that crunch. It's not going to be easy to break down the gel cast. If you try to break down the gel cast, which is like the feel, breaking down the gel cast, so you have the crunch. So you break it down, and typically you could break it down, I don't know, you could put a little of the scalp oil in your hands, and you can press it in, shake it out, and it could break down the gel cast. But sometimes the gel cast does not break down. Sometimes it doesn't break down, and sometimes it gives you flakes. So that's a whole different topic there. We don't like flaky curls, but you want to make sure that you are using products that will give you good feeling hair, good looking hair, and the cosmeticity is nice. So the thing is with soft hair, doesn't really hold. So if your hair is too soft and you have like a tighter curl pattern, it's not going to hold, like your wash day or even your twist out or your braid out. It might only hold 1 day, 2 day, because your hair is too soft. You need something that's going to make your hair a little bit firm, but you like firm and touchable. So there's a difference between firm and touchable hair versus crunchy. You want to, unfortunately with curls, it's like a trial and error. And I said earlier, my routine to eliminate crunchy curls but still have good looking curls and great definition will not be the same as yours. So a trial and error method is key. The only thing is it could get to be a bit expensive because we know our hair products are not cheap. The good thing here is the leave-in conditioner will help you prep your curls for, say for instance, you want to use the gel. Use a little leave-in conditioner. It's going to make your hair nice and smooth. It's going to make it soft. It's going to prep the hair for the gel. So if you use that prior to using the gel, your hair will not feel as crunchy as the gel dries. But if you put the gel straight on your hair after you rinse your conditioner, you're going to get the most maximum hold ever. And that's not probably the look or the feel that you're going for by the sounds of your question. The other thing is trial and error. Trial and error, a lot of money, but our H2O hydration therapy collection is line priced at $9.99. So that means every single one of these items are only $9.99. So you're not going to break the bank. You're not going to break your bank, your mom's bank, your boyfriend's husband's bank. You're not going to break the bank. And I guarantee you're going to love the products. It's not something that you're going to want to put over here for your cousin that comes over and she might like it. Kind of get to a point where sometimes we're passing down hair products because it didn't work for my curls. So maybe it works for hers and you don't want to throw them out because they did cost a lot, or you love the fragrance and you just wish someone could experience the product and have a good experience with it. So you pass them down. There's something for everyone here. Men, women. The scalp oil, I feel like everyone can use because we want to be sure that we are making our scalp look nice and healthy. No flakes there. It's not going to cause a buildup. It's very lightweight. It's not going to clog your pores. It's not going to weigh your hair down. If you're wearing curls, wash and goes, use a hydration therapy. If you just want a great deep cleansing shampoo that's going to super duper hydrate your hair, use a shampoo. Even for straight hair. Your hair can be straight. It could be fine. It could be medium, average, and curly. It's for all hair types. The other thing is one of my favorites. The micellar water is so super. I feel like it's a necessity now. I use it all the time. Even if I'm using other collections with the Main Choice, I use the micellar water because unfortunately I hate shampooing my hair. Like all my friends know this. My boyfriend knows this. I feel like some people at work know this. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to shampoo my hair. It's been like 12 days and I don't feel like it because my hair gets way too tangled. And that's the worst part of it all. But with the micellar water, it helps to break down the product that I have in my hair, but it also helps to start the detangling process. And I'm a finger detangler. I don't like to detangle with a comb or wide tooth comb or like the Denman brush. I like to start my detangling with my fingertips because it's so super tangled. And then once I get in the shower with the mask or the conditioner, that's when I use my brush to detangle. There you have it. Any more questions? No. All right. So I have spent so much time talking about everything that I love. All curls. I love the curls. I love educating people on the curls. Again, I was the person that never had the privilege or the glory of having a relaxer. So all I know is curls and a flat iron. And flat iron, that's a totally different story too. But you can follow us on social. So follow Sally Beauty on social. That's on Instagram, also on Facebook. And you can follow the Main Choice on Instagram and on Facebook. My name is Cataanda James. I am the brand educator for the Main Choice. I am the curl expert. I am the person that you will never see rocking anything else but curls. So that means I gotta love them and I gotta know a little something about them. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can follow me. You can follow me at Cataanda J on Instagram as well and on Twitter. If you have any questions, you guys can continue to pop the questions in the comments. This will live on Sally Facebook and I think on the website, so it will live there. So we can always resort back to the questions that you guys have. And we're so sorry we may have not gotten to all of them, but leave them there, and you just never know. I might pop in and answer those as time goes on. So thank you so very much. Hopefully enjoyed. We will be back, I think, next month with another live. And who knows, maybe one of your questions will become the topic of the live next time. So thank you again from Sally Beauty and the Main Choice.